Okay. Okay. Oh, my phone cord is dying. Okay. Okay. Here we are. Here we are. Let me just make sure the game works as usual, and then we'll, I wonder what the last time I was playing this game was. You should tell me, right? Yeah, I've got D&D later, so I just wanted to, do something, I guess, is what I'm saying. Alright, I think we are ready to James Thundercrunk. Alright. What is going on in this playthrough? What? When was the last time I streamed this game, and why do I have... Why do I have this? Was I doing extra endings a while ago? I just forgot about it. Anyway, here's James. Alright, hopefully everything looks good. Hopefully everything sounds good. Hopefully you look good. Hopefully you sound good. Let us begin the game. Let us begin. Whenever I come back to this game, my muscle memory wants me to skip these cutscenes so bad, but like you can't. Oh, I picked fucking hard. Oops. Hold on. I just gotta fix that. Also, one thing I want to say that I think is impressive about this game is that if you think about it, how fast you get into this game if you skip that first cutscene is instant. Like, if you just want to play, this game will let you. Like, there are a bunch of cutscenes in the beginning, but, like, you can skip all of them. I am positive the remake will not do the same thing. Positive. Yeah, and I know that they're changing some of the puzzle answers. Oh, I fucked it. I fucked it. I fucked it. I was talking. I haven't actually had any of the coffee I poured, but welcome into the stream, Plume. How you doing? You'd be starting work soon, right? Like in the next half hour? Do you start at 4:15? I can never remember. Yeah, okay. We can do that. I'll be mostly done the game before that even happens. Thanks for stopping by anyway. Hopefully you're having a big gamer day. I kind of want to let this cutscene play out just for the sake of it, you know? You know what my next upgrade is that I really want to do? Like next time I get like an Amazon gift card or something like that, or I want to get a better oh fuck, sorry, that really hurt. I'd like to get a better microphone arm. I don't even remember how long that game goes for. Like, I never remember when those games actually end in the year. So. Why wouldn't you just say November? Wait, isn't that October? Because September's the 9th month, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, there we go. I have literally been awake for half an hour. I bathed. I made a coffee. I took a shit. And now I'm here. Ready for a day of gaming. And I know I always say I'm gonna do the afternoon streams, but today But today, I did not lie to you. I did not bullshit. I'm fucking gaming. Oh, okay. I might try to speedrun. I don't think I would speedrun with my PlayStation 5 controller. Because, like, I don't know. It probably wouldn't end up being that much different, right? Like, without all the Hispanic feedback and shit like that. Motorhome? I softlocked the game at some point. Okay. Let me fix that. Oh, it didn't fuck up all my settings? Why was that? Because every time it crashes, it makes you redo shit. Alright. That wasn't... I was willing to let that rock. That was not me. Yeah, I would have definitely let that rock. Because I'm not even 100% sure if I remember all the puzzles in this game after. I can't remember the last time I would have streamed this game. I don't want to say it was the last time I ran hard difficulty and I did the silly hospital thing. I might be able to find it when that last stream was, because I still have that highlight on my channel. Wow, this is actually looking like a good little run to town. I wonder where I softlocked the game. I really don't know. Not here. Yeah, what's up? This cutscene is so fucking funny.
Excuse me,
I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay, didn't get lost this time. Now let's see if we softlocked. I should go back and reinstall the enhanced edition of Silent Hill 2, like the fan mod, like the community made mod. Like that is like so good looking, and they've done so many cool upgrades and things like. And one thing I like about them a lot is anytime they make like a graphical or otherwise change to the game that does actually feel different than the original intent, they always make it like optional. Like for example, like the save boxes, like the cubes that show up on the wall. In the enhanced edition, they changed that so they would glow to make them easier to see. But like, I don't think that was that foul. But people made a fucking show of that. People made a big deal about that, let me tell you right now. Just like freak the fuck out. And I get coming at it from the angle that if you're doing game preservation and stuff like that, that you should try to keep it as is, or like as much in line with the spirit of the game. And I don't think that they step too far at all. And I don't, but I think that by making it optional. Oh, I just fucking, my controller keeps dipping out, man. Alright, let's try this again. My controller keeps like disconnecting. It's really weird. Try that again, I guess. We'll just call this an elaborate beginning section grind stream. That's what that's how we'll frame this. Come on. I should have stretched better before I did this. I also thought about going for a walk, but it's so cold outside. Like, it's actually winter, and I know that's funny to say in February, but, like, January was some weak shit. December straight up wasn't cold. Like, straight up was not cold. Even on Christmas, it was like I wore, like, I didn't even wear my real jacket on, like, around Christmas. Like, I just pulled through. But, like, yesterday night, for example, it was so windy that I would have died. God, the intro to this the intro to this game is masterfully crafted. Like, you don't have too much going on, but there's not a huge amount of time without like, things happening. Like, you're meeting James at the beginning, learning his deal, and then you learn or meet Angela and kind of start guessing what her deal is. And then in between that, you've got these spooky sound effects and, like, long runs. And when you're playing this game for the first time, you're not weaving, like, bobbing past everything like I do in a speed run, but, you know, you're checking every corner, you're checking in the trucks, you're checking, like, all those things. And that's why I like this section, because if you, like, you know there's technically nothing here other than, like, you know, the chainsaw on some difficulties in New Game Plus and Angela. Other than that, you just keep running to Silent Hill. Keep on running, James. Alright, let us try to not... I haven't been having the same problems. Maybe I can actually get to the apartments this time. Okay. Yeah, good morning. It is 3:51 in the afternoon. I woke up vaguely 45 minutes ago. And a call to be a gamer called to me. I'm working on some other shit for stream. Like, I've got a Hot Take Silent Hill 2 video coming in with some other creator collabs, so that'll be really good for me. And I also have some friends who are, like, starting to get, like, really big in content creation in terms of, like, the survival horror sphere. So I gotta start leaning on those people more. Also, what's funny is when I'm speedrunning, I love to have a long speedrun on my TV, like other monitor, because I find that it gives me something, like, I don't need to watch, but whenever I have a second to, like, look over or do look over, I'll be like, oh, they're doing X trick or whatever, or, you know, I know that place. But it's not like, you know, like, I couldn't have something like I really want to watch on the other monitor. Or I'll just, like, throw something I've seen, like, a bunch already. Like, I don't know why, around Christmas there seemed to be constantly, like, I think I got stuck in this loop of YouTube recommendations and autoplay where it would always autoplay Ocarina of Time 100% runs, Majora's Mask 100% runs, shit like that. King of the Silent Hill, that race was a lot of fun, so I like when that video comes up. But it just gives me something to glance at during a cutscene, or, like, you know, while I stretch my hands or something like that. I've heard of streamers who listen to, like, audiobooks or podcasts while they're streaming, which sounds like psychopathic behavior to me. I'm not built for that shit, dog. How am I supposed to listen to a podcast, talk out loud about something else, and then talk to chat? See, like, if that save square glowed, are we all really that pissed? Me? No. Not at all. I'm really curious to see the, like, to play the remake because, like, by the way, cheeked up on a Thursday afternoon. Because, like, I know they keep alluding to that some of these puzzles are a little different. Also, for the amount of rust I'm, like, getting off myself this run, this is actually going fairly well. Within the scheme of being bad. I'm thinking about getting Tekken 8 later this year. They don't have, my favorite character, Za, in Tekken yet. They've got one I like. I like Brian Fury. But I don't love Brian Fury as much as I like. I love to play Miguel or Marduk. Alright. Yay. I didn't fuck up the most basic trick. It's so funny that aiming the gun puts you back in the world for some reason. Also, that's the TV that they showed in the trailer. Yeah, you fucking blew Pat through it. Easily the fastest I have seen anyone watch those seasons. And it's not close. Alright, let's see if I have to actually reset for real. I'm hoping not. I'd love if it was just a shitty little seed. I don't even care if it's good or bad. I just want to think. I mean, yeah, that's why I was mentioning it constantly for a year. I didn't mean to do that, but that works for me. Let's see the time. I think that was 0. It was 4:48. What do you know? It is a seed. All right. 7, 8, 3, 3. Carbon. 7, 8, 1, 7. Arson. 4. Word time. I don't think I've ever seen that time. Is it just me, or do I feel like that word has never come up? I almost went the wrong way, which is worse than just going the wrong way. There was like a sincere moment where, because there's a bunch of like puzzles, like clock puzzles in Resident Evil 4 Remake that aren't like elaborate or whatever. They're just different time answers, and I was wondering if the muscle memory would fuck with me. But we're gangster. I almost always fuck up that hallway, so there's little things to enjoy today. Wow, and the mannequin was super good to me? Question mark. But we're okay. This is not the worst run I've ever seen. It's not good, but it's better than I thought it would be. I always panic about getting like freezing up at the clock and forgetting what the answer is. Cause like when you speedrun a game for so long, like the puzzle answers stop being answers and more like inputs, if that makes sense. like you almost come at it in a different way, like in a much more primitive way. Like for example, if like a keypad answer becomes less about memorizing the numbers and being like bottom left, top right, middle, bottom, true, like bottom middle, right? Like, but when you're learning the speed run, you're like definitely trying to keep that more so in the front of your brain. And I promise to not fuck up this part. I have to do Eddie then the coin. Oh, and don't forget, everyone loves seeing these monsters in the pool. And, yeah, QuickTime events. That's an exciting thing that's going to be coming. As if there's, like, but the thing is, like, I think people misunderstand between, like, I have no problem mashing or, like, doing a QuickTime event to get, like, out of an enemy's grasp or whatever. It's just not so cute when it's, like, there's a flashing button on the screen. Like, you gotta press it so many times. Like, a little wiggle out would be nice. But that's always been in these games, like, and has always been in survival horrors. Like, enemies grab you. That's what they do. There's no sense pissing yourself because you have to press the X button instead of the movement stick now. Also, I'm so glad I read the Invincible comics because, like, I couldn't have waited to catch up on all that. Because I don't even think that new season's coming out till March. Okay, good exit. Ooh. Go on, let me out of here. Awesome. We're looking clean. I've never done like one of those like speedrunner shows or like events or whatever, but I have to think it'd be pretty funny. This game would be a great marathon game because you literally have one skip to worry about, and as long as you can hit it, it doesn't matter. Because, like, for example, like in marathons, you're usually not going for world record. You're just trying to show off the game a little bit. So, like, if you fucked up Lakeview once or twice, they probably wouldn't be too upset. And you can just tell them that's normal, and they'll believe you. Wow, James is being incredibly cooperative today. Like, abnormally cooperative.
Oh, it's you.
Yeah, I'm James.
Remember me?
Angela.
Angela. Okay.
I don't know what you're doing.
But
oh.
There's a whole...
Always another way. See, it's stuff like that like really affirms that like I hate the idea that they're gonna make James some like gruff badass or something. Okay, old man, prisoner snake. Old man, prisoner. Snake. Alright. We're out of there, gang. Wow, he is not trying to fight the bugs for once. There we go. No whispers because our seed is ass. Wow, that wasn't terrible. This is such a weird run. I keep having moments of like actually playing really well. Despite it being a greasy little derust. Goodbye, Eric. Come on, do this thing, James. Slam the door for good luck. Shoot Pyramid Head once for good luck. And we're out of there. Okay, let's go to Heaven's Night, I guess. Go pick up the girly. I never interpreted that texture and graphic as water in my first playthrough. I'm not trying to be shitty. I just thought it looked like scary Silent Hill tarp. I also hope that they keep like the, because like I think old games like this, like a lot of the charm is in like the little things. Like, so for those who don't know, you might not know, like if you do the boat section on the hardest difficulty, you have to use each of like the control sticks on the controller like they're each paddle, whereas you know in any other version or difficulty you would simply just use your main directional stick. What I'm not like, I hope that they keep that.
Mary?
Do I look like your girlfriend?
You're not.
Do I look like
Your girlfriend?
No, my late wife. I can't believe it. You could be her twin.
Your face. Your voice.
Just your hair and...
Alright, come with me, strange woman who's suspiciously close to my dead wife. They really haven't shown Maria off in the trailers either, now that I think about it. We actually have only seen James in Pyramid Head. Which I think is a little disappointing. I still think it's so funny that Eddie was supposed to, like, was originally named after fucking... Oh my god. Why did the game lag? Game was upset about that. Did not want that. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, Eddie was named after Eddie Murphy, I think. I think that's like a real fact. But I know that there's like, on the Silent Hill wiki, I know that other speedrunners have commented they straight up have like tons of wrong information that is like provable and not just for debate.
I'll wait here. I hate bowling.
I didn't come here to
Well,
play.
you know.
Hurry back.
Okay.
So what'd you do?
Robbery? Murder?
No.
No, nothing like that.
Huh? You're
You're just a gutless fatso. Hey!
What'd you have to say that for?
Oh, they broke. Did you find the lady you're looking for? What's her name? Mary? Oh wow, I did not handle this well.
Eddie?
I'll try to play the line, guys, don't worry.
You're...
James.
James.
We met in the
Oh.
apartment building?
The audio broke on my favorite song. And this is just the remix, I guess? I've unironically thought that there have been so many beats accidentally created by this game glitching up some of the best songs ever made. What a beautiful day. I also, because I'm like an evening streamer or a night streamer, and I'm used to running these, and it's winter in Canada, even though it's February and we're getting a little better. Let's be real, it's still dark as shit early. So playing this game when there's still daylight out is like really unnerving and almost makes it spookier than at night. Sorry, Heaven's Night, we gotta go. Let us Shimon. Also, fun fact, they nearly double our count of game saves in the hard difficulty because they have to use it inside to not bonk on the walls, whereas we only have to use it outside. Just a neat little thing to think about. So like my average run in this game, 1.3k saves. Generally, that's pretty much in the ballpark, a little lower, a little more. But they kind of like easily clear like 1,000 more than we do. That was disappointing, James. Oh, come on. I'm trying to get a little fancy with it in this derust, but you know. Oops. All right, we're moving right along. And we got to go to M2 and go to the right corner. I didn't need to grab those extra shotgun shells, but god damn it, I did. Let's get out of here. That is a violent nurse. And the answer is 7335. And we drop Maria off at daycare. She's just a little hungover. She's kind of real for that. God, the atmosphere in this game is still just... I've played it hundreds of times and it's never gotten old. Okay, maybe it's gotten old. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that song's supposed to play there. Excuse me. Why do I keep feeling like I've forgotten something? Okay, 7833. 7. And then the other one is 7, 8, 1, 7. Cool. Please let me out. Hey, Mav, how you doing, man? I saw that you messaged me something a bit ago, but I've been stuck in Science Hill. I swear I'm forgetting something in this run. Oh yeah, no, I figured it wasn't anything life-changing, but I'll get to it later. Did I do that right? Alright, let's fucking blast this fool. It's so fucked up and cold in parts of Atlantic Canada, but not here, that people are having their windows blow through because the intensity of the wind and snow. Like, even on the second floor of buildings. It is literally covering people's doors right now. Alright, guys, you fucking ready to watch me kill something? Bam! Oh yeah, real snowstorms don't happen the way they used to because of global warming. But, like, yeah, there are tons of people who are literally unable to leave their building unless they start shoveling their way out. But I do think it's cute that in California they close because of a lot of rain. I hear people absolutely cannot handle the rain when they're driving out there. Is that true? Also, I hope they don't change the footprint loading screens. That would be sad. That's so funny to me because you literally don't have to do anything to drive better in the rain. You just need to drive like a little slower. And also it doesn't help that there's so many rich assholes out there with in their fucking Teslas that basically become shitty speedboats in the water. I'm just gonna assume that like most American like major cities just have terrible drivers. What's going on, Velveeta? How you doing? I'm just streaming a little bit because we'll be playing D&D later, so. Oh, I'm not gonna give you any shit for enjoying a day off. I just think it's funny that that's a possibility for Rain. Plume, you had many snow days. Let's be real for a sec. We had many snow days because there used to actually be snow and December used to not be green. I went the wrong way. Well, unfortunately, you're an adult. That is the kicker. I think the only good way as an adult to get a day off is to call in a bomb threat. Unfortunately, I have news for you. You're a grown-ass man. Unfortunate. Because I think there should be snow days. The problem is, too, is you work from home. So even if the weather's bad, it doesn't do shit for you. Unless, like, it's so bad the internet and power goes out. Which has happened before. Maybe what I could do is call this, like, the hotline you work at. And, like, and then I'll try to I'll basically, what I'm trying to say is we can do the call center version of me stream sniping you. Where I will spend the rest of the day trying to, and then I can just, like, leave you on hold for 8 hours. That's gangster. We're actually speeding through this fucking game. I guess you might call that a speed run. What was I thinking about? What was I saying? Guys, isn't it going to be crazy when I get to play the remake day one? Because I'm going to pre-order it. And I'm also going to try to get the collector's edition with my weed store money. I'm going to start... Basically, I have two funds I want to start preparing for. Which is like... One, I want to set up like an Moth emergency vet fund. Just in case. Alright, Plume, good luck. Have fun at work. I was gonna say I'll see you later, and then I remembered you don't play in the Tuesday game, which I always get confused about for a moment. But I'll let you know if Stu shows up or not. Mysterious Scottish man shows up. We do got Thursday at least. Thursday is going to be an interesting day for me. I feel so chill right now. Like, I woke up, I smoked a little weed, I had a coffee, I'm streaming to you guys, That's a pretty good morning. And the best part is it's 4:18 in the afternoon. That's the best. When people are like, what makes a good morning for you? I'm like, it not starting until at least 1:30 in the afternoon. I just don't believe in 10 a.m. Okay, it would be really funny if I got scared and confused and lost in this section like I used to do on old days. No, I don't do that. I have an easier time staying up until 6:30 in the morning. Please. I don't know. I get it naturally from my mom. I'm just much happier as a person at 4 a.m. than I am at 3 p.m. I don't know. It's just how I'm coded. Well, I find after I work all day, and I tend to, like, how do I find this? I find that when I expend energy in a significant way, either by working or doing a big stream, something I've noticed is that I kind of, like, it's so hard for me to wind down. That's, like, always been a big problem for me, is I have a really big problem winding down. So, like, if, like, I find, like, even if I worked and got up really early that day, and it's technically been a long time, I find it, like, my body just is, like, still in go mode. Like, I don't know why it does that, but does DMing do that to me? Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, I've noticed that I've drank after DMing, and, like this doesn't happen to me when I'm, like, doing my real life group, because it's chill, but, like, after the camp, like, I would, like, I've played, like, on stage, like, in pretty big music festivals and stuff like that. Well, not big music festivals, but, like, at music festivals and, like, pretty big shows and, like, performing a bunch of people, and the feeling's pretty similar, ultimately. Because when you're DMing, you're part conductor for the biggest morons you've ever met, but also, like, the theater coach. Sometimes I go, wow, I'm really far in this game really fast. Then I remember that I literally am one of the best people at speedrunning this game. And not that this is a particularly impressive run, it's just funny. Sometimes I forget that I'm actually good at this game. Yeah, I find DMing, like, I don't know, like a lot like performing musically. Like, the more you do it, the more... It'll never go away. It'll never go away, but you become desensitized to it. And then also, I actually find it, I really like pre-performance jitters. Because if you can really, like, hone yourself into at least attempting to jump on the bull and use it, it's really good. Like, that's a really powerful thing to leap off of, is nerves. Because I think a lot of people on the internet have this conception where they're like, oh, I have anxiety and stuff like that. You do have anxiety, but there's also things that are just going to make you nervous. That's a very natural thing. And sometimes those things just kind of need to be, like, done so you get used to it. Like, today, I'm streaming. I'm in my fucking jams. I didn't even, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing... There's, like, because my mom, what she used to say was, like, when we didn't use, like, anxiety, but she was like, I know you don't like this, but if you don't get used to it, you won't be able to take care of yourself. And that really, like, I think some people on TikTok would tell you that's abuse, but to me, that was, like, the best advice I've ever gotten. Like, you will get, no matter if you have the worst anxiety ever or no anxiety diagnosis, you are going to get nervous before a job interview. You cannot argue with me with that. You can't. Now, what does the anxiety do to you? It makes you react out of proportion to these things. But the thing is they're still going to be there if you want to, like, survive. Like, I don't know about you, but I really like paying rent. Well, I don't like it, but, like, I'm pretty insistent on it. You know? Like, I'm nervous as shit to have my first closing shift at this new job. That's normal. Does that little tinge of anxiety that, like, is wrong in my brain make it a little harder to deal with? Yeah. But I also know that there's really nothing to be worried about. Like, and I might make mistakes and stuff, but those are things that are normal. And I also think a lot of people, something that has always upset me, and I don't want this to make me sound like my dad or something, but, like, you have anxiety that is so real. I respect you and I want to help you. There are things we can do to make this easier on you. Like, people who know me know I don't like being asked, can I ask you a question? Just ask me the question. Stuff like that, like, we can accommodate it in different ways. But I'm still going to be nervous about closing the store, like... And then once I do it, it'll be fine. And I also think some people are, like, told, you have anxiety, and they go, oh, time to never push myself or try to, like, immerse myself into new things. And not saying, like, you know, like, I'm not being like, your disorder is fucking fake, like, get out there and work in the coal mine. But I just mean, like, you know, like, there are things in life that are gonna make you nervous. Like going to a big concert might make you nervous. But if you go your whole life without going to one concert, I think you fucked up. Like, you missed more than the anxiety would have taken from you. Right? I don't know. That's just my thoughts. What the fuck? What the fuck? I got scared and turned around. Fuck, get out of the way. Get out of the way. Please. Okay. Yeah, like, I think there's been this weird thing from, like, because mental health acceptance and awareness has turned into my problems are a blanket that I'm going to clutch so I don't have to focus on the fact that I'm missing out on things that I really want to experience. And I understand depression, don't get me wrong. Like, I could have, like, when I look at my life, there's so many more things I could have done or done better and things like that, but I still did something, you know? Anyway, don't let that shit define you. You define it. And, like, again, I'm not coming down being like, you can't be scared of roller coasters. Like, that's not what I'm saying here, right? Like, let's think about this. Like, I think you can do it. That's my hot take. I think that even if you were the most terminate online, Discord only, like, it's OG. Because life's gonna go whether you like it or not. I'm getting tired. But yeah, remember, you have to, like anything, life's a grind. There are some secret RPG stats to the world. Like, you know, like you're nervous your first day of work. You don't feel nervous your 30th day of work. You know? Like, once I've closed and opened by myself successfully, I'm not going to be anxious at all about it. Then it turns into like, oh, I don't want to go to work. But what people don't see is, like, dread to, like, go to work and shit like that. Like, all that stuff means you've mastered the job. And at that point, anything that is annoying or bad is just stupid shit. People are, like, the unexpected, I guess, which you can't really prepare for. And I just always tell myself, like, thinking about the worst thing that could happen and trying to mentally prepare for it can be useful in some situations. But if that's all you do all day, all you thought about was the worst things could be. And you might materialize those things and feelings by doing so. That was the cleanest line I've ever done in this game. This speedrun has been unexpectedly good at parts, and then, like, I've run backwards in parts. Really, giving and taking, if you know what I'm saying. Just like real life. Please cooperate. Okay, never mind. He kind of did. He kind of did. I'm gonna say thank you, mannequin, anyway. Whenever I loop around that corner, that's how I know I'm halfway done. Like, more than halfway done the game. That's like, oh my god, foul. Oh, I poked myself in the fucking eye. Ow. Oh, okay. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Ugh. One of the weirdest feelings I felt in my life was Mothman was trying to climb up and snuggle with me, and she put her fucking entire nose in my nostril. Which was a little weird. I don't remember which one fucking 4 is. It goes... I don't remember which one 4 is. I'm gonna go with this one. I'm gonna go with that one. What? Is it this one? Okay, it is in the corner. Okay. That's fine. Like I said, this isn't exactly a run for time. It's a run for feeling something. Fuck me! He really won't grab that last one. Yeah, Mothman is a particularly cuddly beast. And she doesn't trust me after me daring to go to work yesterday. So every time I get up, she follows me, which is really funny. Like, when I sit in the bathtub, she'll sit, like, right on the edge and shit like that. Great cat. Almost just tried to put a battery in the lock instead of the key. I don't know what I was cooking. I always forget that this part doesn't have a turn. He just dropped you off the uni's library and went to class. Depends on how nice the library is. That's not so bad. At the school I went to, we had like a commons, and it was like really nice. Like, there was a cafe in there. Parts of the library. There were secret study areas. Yeah, the problem was is that there was no real library. Like, they only had half the library, and then the other half was at the sister school an hour away. That was an ugly fight, but we did it. Well, the thing was that it was like, do you guys want a library or like a place you can hang out? And like most of the school was like the library, and they were like, okay, we hear you. We are now going to have 25% capacity books, but don't worry, there's going to be a giant Christmas tree in the middle every year. Oh, you're going to have to wait to start writing your final exam because the book's an hour away? Oh. Yeah, that would suck. Not gonna lie, I do fuck with a giant Christmas tree, conceptually. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree. Something, something. But yeah, and there would be these study rooms that had like, that were supposed to be for like group activities, like collaborating and stuff like that. And it was 100% people would just book them to sit with their friends like all day. So it wasn't terrible, but I was still quitting cigarettes, and so I like vaping a lot then. So like I would just angrily fume in my car, which is so funny. Like, smoking a cigarette and being angry is hard, okay? When you smoke a cigarette and you're angry, you feel like somebody just took your kid, like in Taken, or like you're the detective finally gonna crack the case. If you vape angrily, you look like a fucking moron, and you feel like a moron, because instead of the harsh fumes of like cigarette smoke, it's like mango puffy wuffy cloud sundae, you know? Wow, I did that trick first time, and I haven't played this game in months. I am actually raw as fuck. I am actually raw as fuck. I always forget how good I am at this game. Don't look at the fact that I've practiced this trick more than I studied for my university degree, but you know, that's details. I can never remember that angle because it's just slightly up, but yeah, angrily smoking of it, like, it's so weird. Like for me, like I vaped so I wouldn't smoke cigarettes anymore, and then when I got done, and then I hit a point where I was like, I'm done with this. I've never understood people who have never smoked a cigarette who just start vaping. That is like fascinatingly dumb. Like, I'm not smart. I'm not better than you because I smoked some cigarettes. I just had an actual reason to want to get away from them. But it like, yeah, I don't know. Some people, like, when they get into it like a hobby, I'm like, man, what the fuck is up with you? What the fuck are you doing, James? Look at the can. Like, if you're an adult and you're like, yeah, I don't smoke cigarettes anymore, I've got this little vape. Yup. Okay. Never gonna give you shit. Not once. Not for a second. And I'll fight people who do. But if you're fucking 13, you're like, and like, you know, back in the day, the art of stealing, somebody stole a cigarette from their mom and you split it amongst like 5 fucking people. Like, there's something to that. But like when I meet like middle schoolers who have a vape, I'm like, what? Hello, Lynn. How are you doing? How are you McDoing? We're talking about people who... We talked about anxiety disorder. We talked about people who never smoked cigarettes and start vaping. What else did I do? And like, I don't know, like, don't get me wrong, like, if I'm fucking off the shit, like, if I'm out with friends and like I'm drunk as fuck, like, I am gonna borrow your nicotine. Because I'm a filthy nicotine addict. And the funny thing is that nicotine itself isn't bad for you. It just seems to come in the worst fucking ways for human health. Because like the drug itself, nicotine, is actually has some really good uses for you. Like, and that's not copium. That's like real fact. Like, did you know that nicotine is one of the best like anti-inflammatory bowel things? Like, if you have Crohn's disease and you start, like, smoking nicotine, that's, like, a real thing. I knew I was about to forget something. Yeah, like, if you have IBS, you should be taking nicotine, like, pills. That's, like, a real thing they do for people, like, to prescribe them that. Isn't that like a weird fact? I learned it from House MD, but that's like a real fact. Because I was like, this show's crazy. That can't be real. Turns out it is. How much time do I have till D&D? Probably got another 10 minutes in this run. That's the problem with me. I just yap. I think like one thing that makes me such a strong D&D player, like, and role player, is that like I think that like streaming and doing podcasts and engaging with those two types of materials a lot, they make me really like I don't have a problem. Like, very rarely am I speechless is what I'm trying to say. Like, don't get me wrong, things can leave me speechless, but it's very rare that I don't have something to add. Well, no, I don't always have to say it, but I'm a big yapper. Professional yapper.
Mama! Mama, I was looking for you. Now you're the only one left. Maybe then I can...
Okay, final boss. To me, however the Silent Hill 2 remake goes, the rest of the game is important, but this section specifically is the part they need to nail. Come on. Give me your eggs, Pyramid Head. Well, the problem is that if Harper opens their mouth, it's going to immediately blow up the situation. He's not a... The face just means, like, they do a lot of the talking to the NPC and stuff like that. Traditionally, a lot of parties, like, make just the person with the high charisma role like do it, but other people like,
Mary?
What
what do you want, James? I brought you some flowers.
Flowers?
You don't want any damn flowers. Just go home already.
Mary,
What are you saying? Look, I'm disgusting.
I don't deserve flowers.
Man, that whole speech is so fucked up if you don't run through there. I also hope that they don't neglect that a big part of this game is the critique of the American healthcare system. I really hope that doesn't go under the radar. And in fact, I think they should explore it even more in the remake. Because, like, if you listen to that chat, like, Mary talks about, like, she knows that she's going to die, but that they're keeping her alive because, you know, they make money off of it. Oh no! I have to mash. Tell the Silent Hill 2 video essay fans. Oh no, was that a QuickTime event?
James.
I'm gonna guess 43-12. 43-12. What do I got? What do I got? What do I got? I wasn't that off. I was off by 30 seconds. That wasn't a good run, but it was my first derust run in probably months. Alright, I felt